Oh, bother. All right. Hello. Hi, Donna. How's it going? How you doing? I hope everything's going well. We are going to be playing with keychains and UV resin this evening. I've got a few keychains that I need to paint the opposite side. I've got one side done, but I need to finish the other. So we're going to look at some of those. I've got a couple that need to be varnished, a couple, and then those ones will then need to be resined. I've got one that is waiting to be resined. So, and one that I need to actually sand and re-resin. Hi, Sue. Hi, Sharon. Aw, thank you, Kate. I'm really happy with how they've turned out. Now, the lighting in here isn't great right now, you guys, because I have my window open. I'm kind of hoping that we'll have a nice sunset out here shortly. It's starting to get colorful already, so hopefully we'll have a nice sunset. And then once it gets darker, I'll turn on some other lights to give us some better views. So I have 3 keychains completely done right now. This one, and that's the back of it. They are not resined on the sides, but they are varnished. I really like the texture of having the smooth resin and going here. I'm doing good, Sue. How are you? What's new and exciting? What you been working on? Good day. Back to work. Never ends, eh? Hi, Patty. Flash Metallics arrived today. Wow, that's amazing that they came so fast. Hi, Chris. How you doing, love? So, this one and this one. Then we have this one and this side. And then we have this one and this side. So these 3 will be listed on my website tomorrow, and I'm hoping to add in the rest of these as well. This side has one side finished already. Painted this one this afternoon. I did an Instagram live. It's on my Instagram profile if you want to go back and watch it. So we've got to varnish this and then resin it, and then this keychain will be done. This one, we have the paw print on this side, and then this with the heart paw print on the other side. So then that one will be done, and then we're going to add in some really fun detail on this side, and we're going to add another paw print in the middle. We're going to do that on tonight's live, and like I said, I'm going to sand this one. I've got a couple bubbles, so we're going to deal with those. And then I have a couple other keychains that need the reverse side painted. This one that needs a little resin repair, but the Flash Metallics again. This cute rainbow one with lots of blues on the other side. I might do, because I don't have these colors mixed for these 2 anymore, I might do a solid color on the back, like a copper or a gold or a silver or something on the other side of these 2. But we're going to finish those as well. So we got lots of stuff on the go. Yeah, lots of stuff on the go. Let me scroll back. Oh, I'm glad you're doing good. Hi, Zumafu. I'm doing good, Sharon. Thank you for asking. It's your best day so far. That's fantastic. I'm Flutter. What's the black base made of? They are wood keychains. So they're wood keychains, and I just paint them black. So they actually come with a really nice smooth wood finish, so I don't even have to sand them or anything. They're great. Thank you so much, Zumafu. Not been working on anything for a few days. Started a stencil pattern. Oh, I'm sorry you hurt your wrist. Sorry, I'm Flutter. It takes me a minute to get through the questions sometimes. Sorry about that. Oh, that sucks, Sharon. It has been a minute, Zumafu. What you been up to? Thank you, I'm Flutter. Ah, thank you so much, you guys. So I'm excited to kind of get some more done on this one. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my sandpaper, and we will do a little sanding on this. It's always stressful when you sand it because it gets really, really, really cloudy. But I haven't had it happen yet where it didn't fill in and look better. So I want to get down where there is the imperfections and make sure I get everything. I'm just using regular old sandpaper. Now, if you're doing a ton of this, definitely you should be wearing a mask so that you're not breathing in this stuff. You know, use the PPE that you need. The products themselves will recommend and let you know if the dust particles are harmful to breathe in, any of that sort of stuff. So just read the instructions on the product so that you know what they recommend to keep you from breathing in any of this toxic stuff. Oh, that sun's a lot brighter than I expected it to be. Holy cow. Hopefully getting these stitches out tomorrow morning. That's fantastic. Surgery. Oh, wow. Oh, I hope that it helps. I hope you feel so good. That would be so wonderful. Took a leaf out of your book and bought a wrist support. Yay. Good. Good call. Oh, I hope the surgery helps you, Zumafu. Emily got her teeth cleaned a couple months ago and she's doing great. Excellent to hear. Wonderful. Holy cow, this is a deep bubble. Let's see how much. Oh, that's really in there. Sugar. I should have left the bubble. That's wonderful news, Zumafu. What one is this? This one is an 80. Let's see if we have a 60. It's 180. 180. 60. Let's see if the 60 gets me down there any faster. Sorry, I'm trying not to shake this. Oh, that's so good. Did you have to stay in the hospital after your surgery? Or were you able to come home fairly quickly? This is the tedious part. Oh, Audrey is doing wonderfully. Doing good. I don't know if you know, I'm living with my mom now. Living in her apartment with her. She needed some help. I needed some help. So we were able to help each other, which worked out really well. So I sold the camper. Not living up at the farm anymore. Audrey's incredibly happy here. Christmas ornaments, Michael, this week. Oh my God. Oh. That's so gross. I hate that we have to start thinking about Christmas ornaments. I have to start painting some. Yeah, so it's been busy, but we're doing good. We're settling into a routine. Audrey's, like I said, she's really happy here. Which is all that really matters to me, right? That's the most important thing to me, is How is Audrey gonna do, right? Okay, I think I've completely bunged this up, you guys, unless I can get that sanded down even lower. Let's see what happens. I know, right? It's still summer. I know. It is that time, though. That is the time of year that we have to start doing it. Because I want to... Last year I was behind, and I didn't do hardly any Christmas ornaments. So, yeah, in order to get ready, it needs to start pretty soon. So, yeah, I'm going to have to start painting some and filming some. Even just getting a few done a day. I've decided that this year I'm going to kind of just pick one or two designs that I do on everything, and we'll have some ornament painting parties again this year where we paint some wraparound designs and different fancy stuff like that. But as far as the ones that I'm going to make for my shop, I'm going to try and make my life a little easier and see. Well, we'll see how that goes. I'm not very good at doing that for myself, so we'll see. Just started your ornaments last weekend, Jen. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Christmas in July, totally, right? Yeah, it's time. It is time. And I've got stacks and stacks of them. It's called character, exactly. I'm bound, bent, and determined to get this, though, now. Just sand this down low enough to get this sucker. We're getting there. We're getting closer. This might be futile. This might be something better for me to do when not on a live. But let's just see. Let's try a little bit longer. Sorry, I know I'm shaking the camera. Sorry about that. I'm too stubborn too, because I don't want to lose them. I don't want to just say, hey, it's all right, I'll replicate it on something else and I'll do it again. I really want to save this one. Your first Xmas market is November 11th. Oh my gosh, right? And that's not too far away at all. It's crazy. I'm so glad that you don't have to stay in the hospital too. Hi, Cassie. I started doing paw prints, Cassie. Dun, dun, dun. And dun, dun, dun. So we're starting to make some progress on the tokens. This one, dun, dun, dun. So lots more to come, though. Now I'm just trying to salvage this keychain that had a bubble that I started sanding, and I think I made it worse. Much worse. Yeah, okay. I don't have the patience to do this anymore right now. I'm definitely getting closer to the bottom of that, but I'll do that when I'm not on a live with you guys. How about that? I think that would be the way to go at this point. I didn't think it was going to take as long as it did, so let us varnish these two, and then we will paint the other metallic one. Aren't they cute with the paw print ones? I used to do stones with them, with the paw prints, and I called them paw nuggets. They were my favorite to do. We're invested now. Keep sanding till it's gone. I'll come back to it maybe. Maybe I'll come back when I have a little extra oomph left in me. So a very small amount of varnish. Oh, shit. And I got my hands dirty. Very small amount of varnish. I'm using Liquitex Gloss Medium and Varnish. So, doing this on the advice of our friend Jenna, Jay Grons, who does a lot of work with resin, said that what can happen with when you're resining wood is that the air in the wood can kind of pull up into the resin, causing some bubbles. So we're putting the varnish on in the hopes that that will that will keep the bubbles and kind of seal the wood so it doesn't bubble into the resin. And so far it has worked really well. Sorry for my sidetracks there. Thank you, Lemon Ginger Tea. Thank you, Zumafu. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. What happens if you just put the second coat of resin over? Well, what I'm concerned with is, I'll show you what I'm concerned with. So it's the powder that is in there, right? So what I was hoping, and actually maybe let me try with a brush. Let's see if I can clean that out. See how that dust is still in there? Like even going in there with a brush, I'm not able to get that powder out of that hole where the bubble is. It is definitely almost gone, but like, because see how it's still, see how it's still cloudy in there? What I'd want is to not be able, when I put the bit of water over, what I want is to not be able to see that little dimple there. So what I'm worried about with that, the reason I haven't just put resin over it is I'm worried it's going to trap that dust in there and leave a spot where that dust is trapped. That's my concern with that. Does that make sense? All right, So my glass medium experiments, I still have the mug that I need to bake. So that is the next thing on my list. I've got a couple things that need to be baked over the next few days. So I'm hoping to complete that baking test there and have some results for you guys on that. I still have some other stuff that I want to test and try and keep playing with, but we'll at least know if it cures the same for some of these other paints. Like we'll look and see how it cures for the ones where we just used a little bit to thin down a thick multi-surface paint and didn't use the actual measurements that we normally would. Oh, that's a good idea. Let's try that, Tracy. All right, let's see. Let's see. No. I feel like it's dug down even more. Oh, but I'm getting the powder out though. Hold on. Maybe it's kind of turning into a bit of a paste, like Ross's paste pants. Oh, this might have been the key. And you know what? Why don't we let's resin it and see what happens. Because I think it got quite a bit out there. Let's just see if there's anything else. Yeah, got a lot of that powder out of there. Can you guys see that okay? Good idea, Tracy. All right. Right? Paula Paw Nuggets was my favorite. Yeah, if I had one of those little compressed air things, that would be good. I don't have a spray bottle at all. That seemed to work. The varnish is Liquitex Gloss Medium and Varnish. You know, I'm going to need one of those. Oh, you bet. You bet. I will definitely be making a crap ton of these, Cassie. What causes that? Just from sanding it? Yeah, so there was a bubble there, so there was already a pocket. So when I sanded, all of the dust from what I was sanding got in there, right? Got into that little pocket. So we'll just resin it and we'll see what happens. You know, sooner or later the experiment has to carry on, so we'll do that. We'll do that. We can actually, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 that we can resin. So let's do that right now. Hi, Lori. So I had a bubble in one of the keychains, so my plan was to sand it and then re-resin it. But then I got a ton of dust in there, so the dust kind of blocked the pocket, the air pocket where the bubble was. So I was trying to get all of that dust out of there in the hopes that we can resin back over it and fill that little hole. Oh, it was good to see you, Jen. Take care of yourself. Have a good evening. Hi, Lori. Lots of Loris here tonight. All right, so let's see what we can do here. Okay, so there's a bubble there, and that's a good sign because we can torch that bubble. But it means that the resin went in the. This is always cool. In the hole where the pocket was. Look at that. Isn't that so super cool though? I friggin' love that. All right, so I'm just gonna push this to the edge to dome it. Hopefully it'll match up nice and evenly with the layer below. And then there's dust on the side, but I'll clean that off and varnish the side again really quickly after this is done. I'm not too worried. Sorry, I'm not answering comments right now, you guys. I will come back to the comments here in a minute once I finish this, okay? I can't see my phone and do this at the same time, so can't take any chances. Especially when this is the last chance with this one. If this doesn't work, it's just gonna stay the way it is. But it's looking, so far it's looking hopeful. All right, so I'm gonna do a quick little torch in case there's any bubbles. There were a couple. And it looks like there's a little uneven spot right there. So I'm just gonna add a little drop. See if that levels out a bit. All right, so now we can bake this, and then I will come back to the comments while this is cooking under the UV light. I just have to plug it in. Oh, my phone is sucking up a lot of power and heat tonight. That plug is a lot. So no, I'm not resining the sides right now. I'm enjoying the feel of having the wood on the edge. Sorry. the wood on the edge and then the smooth fronts. So I'm just varnishing the sides right now. Hi, Noreen. Yep, they're coming. They're coming. Aw, thank you, Zumafu. You heard keychains are coming. They are coming. Yeah, so I'm only varnishing the sides. I am using J. Diction brand of UV resin. Yeah, so this is a UV resin, so it activates under the UV light, so it cures relatively quickly. But 10 minutes later, it should be fully cured and nice and stable, and like no, you won't be able to push your fingernail into it or anything like that. The brand is called J. Diction, and it's a UV resin. So that's the name of it right there. So I got this kit. It came with the silicone mat, a couple of the tools, a bottle of the resin, some little mini measuring cups and pouring cups, and this light for I think $36 Canadian on Amazon. So this is the one I'm trying out. I got great recommendations about this resin company from a fellow dot artist. And I am very pleased so far. So, you can hit the button once quickly and it'll go on for 1 minute. Or if you hold the button, the light will go on for 2 minutes. I've been doing 2 minutes. They said that for a thickness of up to, what was it, half a centimeter or something, then it was like 8 minutes. But this is nice and smooth now. I'm going to set it aside for about 10 minutes, and that's probably even more than enough, and should be ready and be nice and cured. How am I cleaning the tools? I've been able to I'm wiping it on a damp towel that sits next to me. Yeah, nothing fancy. All right, so here we go. These are the same colors I did on a set of custom mugs for a friend of mine, and they wanted Mardi Gras inspired colors, so we went with the purple, green, and gold. And so when I was painting her mugs, was right around the time when I bought these keychains. So I thought it would be cool to paint one for her and send it to her with her mugs. The mugs were a repaint of a couple that were damaged when her first shipment went out. So anyways, I didn't end up getting this one done. I did send her another keychain that didn't match her mugs, but it was still a really cute one. But that's where these colors came from. So if there's certain colors that you want to see, definitely check out my most recent post here on TikTok and leave me a comment on that post. I am going to start recording color requests. All right. I'm going to do a quick torch just in case there's any bubbles that I can't see. And now we bake. Isn't it pretty? I love the colors in this one too. Ah, there we go. Thanks, Jan. So there you go. Oh, it always feels so good to get pieces finished. Like the fact that I sat here today and did a couple hours of painting and I've got multiple things finished that I can eventually put in my shop, that would be good. Oh, that would be cool. That's okay, Perfect Bloom. I am using J-Diction UV resin. So I got this kit off of Amazon with the mat, the light, some tools, the bottle of resin, and some little measuring cup thingies. Oh, thank you, Terry. That's so sweet. Autocorrect is killing you. I totally get it. Autocorrect does that, doesn't it? Sue, the resin doesn't smell badly, but there is definitely a smell. If you are sensitive to smells, you will 100% notice it. And like if I was to sit here for like an hour and breathe this stuff in, it wouldn't feel good. So I would put it aside, maybe have a fan blowing, so anything, well, maybe not a fan blowing, but kind of off to the side a little bit to help with air circulation. And even wear a mask if you need to. But it doesn't bother me too much, and I'm only doing 3 or 4 at a time, so I found that I've been okay with that. But I'm also keeping an eye on Audrey as well to make sure she's not having any adverse effects to the smells either, right? Thank you so much for those roses. That's so sweet, Terry. Wow, now. Who let you have a torch, right? So when you skim the heat over top of the resin, it will pop any air bubbles that are sitting at the surface, kind of waiting to pop. So you want to pop those so that the resin can do its self-leveling thing, and so that you won't have any bubbles in the finished product after it cures. I haven't posted any in my shop yet, Zumafu. I'm going to do that tomorrow. I did take some photography today, and I'm going to do some more tomorrow with some of these as well. So hopefully tomorrow. My goal is to have them in there tomorrow. What time? I'm so sorry, I can't tell you what time. Tomorrow has the potential to be a little bit of a gong show. So I'm guessing it will be around 5 or 6 Eastern. I think that's probably the safe bet. Oh, thank you so much, Perfect Bloom. Oh, you're welcome, Zumafu. All right, so let's do this one. I love this part. And it just magnifies everything. Ugh. So you could do a thin coat of resin, 100% not use anywhere near as much resin as I'm using. Especially if you want to still be able to feel the texture of the dots that you've painted, right? So if I was making a bunch of dots that were really plumpy, I would do a significantly thinner coat of resin so that you'd feel that texture as well. Now I enjoy the texture of the smooth resin and the wood, like I mentioned before. So I'm not feeling like it's missing anything, but it's definitely something I might try at some point. I'm honestly more comfortable with this way of doing things than doing a thin coat, but maybe I'll experiment with that one of these days and see how that feels. This is still something very, very new to me, so we're learning together. But I can tell you that so far, it's pretty freaking fantastic. Now, I had made some necklace pendants, and I had done them with resin, but I had done them with resin from Art Resin, which is fantastic resin. It's really high quality. It's got UV protection, all the stuff that you want to protect your paintings underneath. But the problem is that, especially for little things like this, you'd have to come up with quite the setup and quite the protective cover up to keep dust and everything from sitting in it, because they have to sit and cure for a good 24 hours, and that's just to make them handleable. And then it's a total of 72 hours until they're really, really fully cured, which is great for canvases and some of those larger projects like my tables that I did. But for these little ones, that's a big process. So this is a definite time saver. Okay, I'm going to torch this again. There's a little bubble over here, and that just kind of got rid of it there for me. So I'm going to bake this one, and I will come back to the comments because I know that I am behind. Hi, Beth. How you doing? It's good to see you. Thank you, Zumafo. The paw print is definitely one of my favorite things. And Jan's suggestion was to do the heart with the little toe beans, and that turned out really cute, eh? Did I hear in another video that you were putting resin over varnish? Yes. So what we learned from when I was doing my very first one playing with this stuff, my friend Jenna, J. Grons, here on TikTok, came on and let me know that when you are resining on wood, the wood can actually release bubbles into the resin. So I was getting some bubbling in one of my projects, but couldn't figure out why, because I torched it, I didn't see any bubbles, everything seemed fine, but it came up as it was curing. So I'm sealing the wood to try to prevent those bubbles from coming out of the wood and into the resin. So far, it's worked well. You work with resin as well? That's so cool. What do you make? Tell us about what you do, Perfect Bloom. I love the idea of going to try it. Yes, give it a try, and it's fun too. A little heart on her back paw. Oh my God, that's amazing. Yeah, you have to seal wood first. Okay, excellent. So we're on the right track there. That's good. We're going down the right path. Excellent news. Excellent. So this is really cool. We've got a couple that are getting finished. This is so fun. Oh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Oh, wow. Perfect Bloom. That's amazing. Wow, that's so cool that you get to help with gifts like that. That's so cool. And oh my God, that's amazing. So if you guys enjoy looking at resin art, and if you have an interest in resin artists, definitely go and check out Perfect Bloom. That sounds wonderful. All right, here's the last one. Now this is the one that we tried to do the flash metallics in all of these colors, the same colors as the Phoenix design, but found the red was a little bit too bright and it was a little off center, but we're gonna keep it going anyway. I think on the other side of this one, I'm going to do one with the flash metallics that's going to be just purple and gold. I think that would look really cute on the other side of this one. Oh, you like this one? I'm so glad you guys like them. Thank you. And for those of you who like to paint dot mandalas, you guys know how I've been doing the patterns so far. I recently released my 5th pattern, so it's available on my website, but I'm also going to create a bundle. Our friend Zara at Z.Designs has done this as well, a bundle of smaller mandalas. So I'm going to do like a mini mandala bundle. And it'll be designs like this that would fit on something small like a keychain like this. So you'll be seeing those come out soon as well. I'm also going to be releasing some mug patterns. I'm going to be doing some designs on some mugs. And I'm going to do the designs on mugs that are kind of the most easily accessible size and type, you know, the ones that are a little bit tapered on the bottom. So we're gonna play with that as well. So these colors were, we wanted to try the same colors from the Phoenix design, which is the recent pattern. But like I said, the red flash metallic was very, very bright. It almost looks orangey pinky, as opposed to the nice deep red that we got with the regular acrylic paints and not going with the metallic flash. So it was a fun experiment. It was a worthwhile experiment, and now we know that the red metallic flash, at least in this kind of color scheme, doesn't really give the same effect that we really wanted there. All right, so dear, hold the button. So we have 2 minutes. Jenna, I've been sealing my wood and it hasn't been bubbling. Thank you, Jenna. Resin Rockers resin. Jenna recommended them too. Oh yeah, look at that. I second that statement. Yeah, I definitely will take a look for sure. Oh, that's so kind. Thank you, Perfect Bloom. Happy first day of summer to you too, Kelsey. Yay. Tracy had her. Oh, Tracy. I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm sending you so much love. I'm so sorry. Oh, I wish I would. Oh, not that a hug from a bunch of people is exactly what you want when you're going through stuff like that, but oh, I just know I'm sending you so much love. That's hard. It's an awful decision to have to make. It's so hard. Sending you so much love. Oh, Tracy. Oh, my heart goes out to you. Yeah, that's awful. And I love you guys for being so loving. Thank you for loving each other and just being so good to each other and caring about each other so much. Absolutely. Oh, Tracy, that's beautiful. Right? That's how we'll know that we're in heaven, right? When dogs live forever, when pets live forever. That's when we'll know. I'll tell Ranger to go find her. All right, so let's go back to the other ones that we did. Now I'm just going to turn on these other lights here because it's starting to get darker. Why are you not plugged in? Oh, right, because I unplugged you for the lamp. That's right. Unplugged one lamp for the other lamp. There we go. There we go. Now we have light again. Hooray. All right, so this is the one that we sanded. Look at that. I can't tell where that hole was. Cannot tell. Look at that. Damn. Isn't that fucking fantastic? Hell yeah. Right? Hello, Britt. How you doing, love? Aren't they fantastic, Jenna? So we've got this on one side. I've got to clean off the sides and revarnish from all the dust. I might have to paint them black actually a little bit. And then this one, which is a play on the original time I did this one, which was this design. So we've got those two side by side. Isn't that cool? Oh, I love it. And then we have this one with this on the other side. And then we have this one. Look at how beautiful that is. Frig, that's gorgeous. And this on the other side with the other paw print. What? You just finished, Britt. That's amazing. How have you been doing? Been thinking about you an awful lot. Thanks, guys. It catches you off guard, Jenna. I get that. It's so funny because if I'm trying to embrace and step out of the fear of some people might not like me if I swear a lot. And then there's the thing in the back of my head going, you swear all the fucking time. Just talk how you talk. If they don't like it, they're not your people. That's okay. You know, it's Yeah. It catches me off guard sometimes too. We've talked about doing a Zoom where it's just a swearing one. Like everything will be swearing through the whole thing. Oh, Patty, you're so sweet. Thank you. Britt, so friggin' proud of you. How do you feel? Right? The swooshes are what does it. You didn't get a notification, taters. And your keychain's done, love. I swear so much more than I do on here, right? Totally. I'm going to tell my daughter that I want my birthday present now. There you go. The stress come down is hitting harder than expected. Yeah, it wipes you right off your feet, eh? I hope you're able to take some breaths and give yourself a little bit of time. All right, Kimberly, you ready? So, we've got this one, the purple paw on this side. And then we've got this one with the spiral and the red heart paw. Do you like it? Do you like it? Isn't it freaking cute? Thank you, Leah. How you doing in North Carolina? Hello back to you from Ontario, Canada. Oh, you love it. Isn't the heart paw so cute? Jan, idea for the win. Our good friend Jan had this idea, and I'm so glad we tried it. Oh, Kimberly, I'm so glad you love it. Hot and muggy. Yeah, I think this is the week for heat waves. We've had our storms, now we're having our heat. Oh, you'll get it, Jenna. You'll get it. Would it be helpful for me to show you how I do mine? Would that be helpful? Thank you, guys. So, Kimberly, I am going to, can you do me a favor and, we can't Cash App. I don't have Cash App in Canada. I'd have to do PayPal. And I do take PayPal on my website. Would you be able to do it that way? Yep, I can definitely do that, Jenna. Because we have this one that had, you liked the colors on that other one. Look at this bad boy. Ugh. Unfortunately, I don't have Cash App. I'm so sorry. We don't have Cash App in Canada. So we're going to take this hot pink and we're going to work on this one. I'm going to take these gloves off because my hands are sweating and it's so fucking gross. I wouldn't even know where to do that. Yeah, you're going to try now, Tracy, for sure. All right, we'll go through that. Bear with me while I get these sweaty, gross gloves off. I wouldn't know how to do that with a money order, to be honest with you, Kimberly, if you're able to help me figure that out. We don't have Venmo either. We do electronic, we do email transfers. I don't know if you can do email transfers from the States. Oh, my hands feel so gross and sweaty now. Okay, I need my towel. Hold on. So beside me when I'm sitting and painting, I have Facebook Pay. No, because I don't have a tax number yet here in Canada because I haven't made enough money yet, and Facebook still has $60 of my money that I did for a paid Facebook Live that I can't get at until I get that tax number. So I need to wait until I hit a tier of income for that. It's so friggin' difficult to exchange money between Canada and the US. It is so freaking difficult for any other way other than PayPal. I don't know why they make it so damn difficult. Yeah, we can do that if you want to, Kimberly. Yeah, it's a royal pain in the ass. Royal pain in the ass. All right, so I am going to use the hot pink for some detail, but first we are going to... So, Kimberly, can you send me a message on Facebook or Instagram, and we can go through that? Hi, Kat. How you doing? I'm doing good. How are you? All right, so let's do the paw print in the middle. So... Yeah, PayPal is really, really easy, and it's free. Well, they take a percentage, don't they? No, I think it has to be over a certain amount before they start taking a percentage. All right, so I'm using a fairly small tool here. So when I'm looking at the size compared to my straight tool, you're good watching the Jays. Nice. How are they doing tonight? So there's the straight tool, and there's the size that I'm using. So one of the smaller ones. Gotcha. So my email address is mandalaloveaffair@outlook.com. I don't have a pen handy to write it out for you to screenshot, but if you go to, mandalaloveaffair@outlook.com, not Hotmail. If you want to shoot me that. They're trying to win. All right. Let's do the paw print. So I'm going to pause all other questions until we do this paw print, okay? So I'm taking that tool and I'm going to make 3 dots. I'm going to use quite a bit of paint. And I'm going to make a triangle. Okay? I might have to add more paint in after, but then I'm going to take one of my tiny needle tools. I used to actually use like a sewing pin, and I just kind of join those 2 dots but leave a little bit of the dip in between. Right? And then do the same here, and then fill that in and try and even it out a bit. Like so. Okay. Now, I'm going to take that same tool and I'm going to do a toe bean up here, but I'm going to do a dot, but then I'm just going to drag it a little to make it tall. Just a little bit rounder. And then we're going to go there. We're going to go there. And there's our paw. Now what I'm also going to do though, is I'm going to do a very, very, very teeny tiny heart. It's so cute. Oh my god. It's so cute. Okay, I'm scrolling back, scrolling back, scrolling back. On your keyring, can you write the name? Can you say that again? I'm sorry, Sharon. On your keyring, can you write name the dot design? Sorry, I'm not understanding. Isn't that so friggin' cute? Yeah. Yay! I'm glad that was helpful. You're most welcome. Most welcome. All right. Oh. So now I am going to go here. Not going quite the way I planned, but that's okay. No, don't like that at all. All right. Hold on a sec. Because this is dry enough, I can fix this. Okay, that's fine. All right, there we go. Fixed. We're good. Whew. Yeah, much easier than you expect, eh? So we'll just do this out here. And this will be a good way to finish it off. That is one of the benefits of having dry layers before you go in and do the tiny detail. The first benefit is that you aren't fighting with wet dots that are sitting beside each other that could run in on each other. And the second is that if you do decide that the detail dots don't work, it's very simple to kind of just wash them off. Here we go. So then when this one dries, we will varnish it and it'll be good to go. Yeah, it looks good, eh? Yeah. I'm happy with that. So this side already has the resin on it. We'll let this side dry. And then we'll resin this one as well, and we'll have both of them with the paw prints. And then this one will be ready to be listed tomorrow as well. So as of right now, we are going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 keychains listed tomorrow. Yay! I'm so excited. Oh, and remember when I did the Elegance design, but with the pink paint, the same pink paint I just used here? I finally got them done. So there will be 3 of these mugs listed tomorrow. 3 identical mugs just like this. They will be listed tomorrow as well. There's still a whole bunch of these mugs that have like the midnight blue metallic, the malachite green, the coppers. So that one is definitely going to go. And there's some white mugs that I did with a white on white design, all of that as well. So I'm in love with this one. And of course we did the little design on the handle. So I'm friggin' in love with this. Oh, Terry, that's so sweet. Thank you. So this is a mug that I've painted a whole bunch in this particular design because the color combinations are really endless. And one of the things that I've always struggled with is doing single color mandalas. And to me, the single color mandalas, they force me to do something that's not supernatural for me, and that's to leave some negative space to help with the design. So this, when I find a design that just easily and effortlessly works in one single color, you guys know that normally I use a shit ton of colors, right? And I'm always switching them up. So a single color is very unusual for me. So yeah, I'm really, really happy with all of these. So if there's other colors that you want to see, what I am going to do is I do want to start opening up some custom orders, but honestly, I'm a little nervous. What I'm thinking of doing is opening up custom orders for this design in a single color and seeing what we can do there. So, oh my gosh. You have a dress this color? Oh, that'd be beautiful. Oh, thanks, Patty. Yeah, merch link in bio. So this one, I actually was able to bake it. It's a Craft Smart multi-surface. I let it air dry for a week, Jenna, and I baked it, and there's not a single damn bubble in the whole friggin' thing. It's perfection. So for now, I'm sticking with the Craft Smart and at least having the peace of mind knowing that if I use the Craft Smart, let it air dry for a week, chances are I'm going to be able to bake it and not have any bubble problems. So I still have to bake the test mug for the rest of my experiments, but we'll get there. Oh, thank you, Zimafu. That's so kind. I'm so glad you like it. I did one in a teal. I haven't done like a bright teal yet, so I definitely will, for sure. I don't have to seal the mug after. I'm using multi-surface acrylic paints that after I bake them, they cure to be top shelf dishwasher safe. Now, I still recommend that anybody who collects one of my mugs to definitely do a gentle hand wash, just because of the really delicate design. I'm super paranoid. And when you're spending a decent amount of money on a mug for a hand, especially for a hand painted item, I would definitely recommend gentle hand washing just to be on the safe side. Oh, I'm so glad you love it, Donna. Yeah, custom orders are a big one. So yeah, I've done custom orders before, and like just pure custom of, hey, these are the colors of mugs that I have. What do you want? Give me up to 4 colors. And it was an absolute gong show. I got it done, but oh my God, it was heavy, heavy work. Oh, I believe you. Thank you, Zimafu. That's so sweet. The bottle of multi-surface, it's Craft Smart multi-surface. This particular color is the Craft Smart multi-surface in pink tourmaline. Sorry, you're not able to see that very well, are we? There we go. Pink tourmaline in Craft Smart multi-surface. Ultra bright metallics. Yeah, yeah, that's normally Barb's line, eh? So yeah, keep an eye on the shop tomorrow when I list these other keychains. Those mugs are going to go up there as well. And like I said, there's still some of the other ones left on there as well. So still the ones that are my outstanding keychains, meaning that they have one side done and need a second. This one, I need to do the other side. This one, I need to sand this one and then do the other side. And then these two, I have to do the other side. So these are the ones that are still outstanding. We'll work on these ones in a little bit. Cool, thank you. Thank you, Kat. That'd be awesome. Let me see if I can find it. Did I miss it? Taters, I'm sorry, Kimberly. I'm so sorry, I don't see it. Let me see if it comes in below. As Smooth as Americana. I have hardly ever used the DecoArt Americana multi-surface, so I have very little feedback to give you on the multi-surface of DecoArt Americana. As far as the regular acrylics, very, very different. Regular acrylics are definitely much thinner. I know you do, Noreen. It was so lucrative for sure. And I'm so glad you love your stuff. Thank you, Terry. Thank you for your kindness and generosity. That's really, really kind of you. It was good to have you here. Hopefully we'll see you again soon. Yeah, we did a lot. The problem is that I didn't manage how many custom orders I was taking at a time. I just listed it and then just watched what came in. And I didn't manage, how long is it going to take me to paint 10 mugs that are custom orders, right? I really did not do a good job at managing that time and judging that time and planning for that. Okay, so why don't we paint the other side of this one? So this one I'm thinking we'll do mostly purple and gold. I didn't see the email typed in, Kimberly. I'm so sorry. Can you type it in again now? Mandala Love Affair. Here, let me see if I can type it in. Let's see. Yep, I am able to. Hold on. There we go. I did. I stopped. It wasn't fun anymore. It wasn't fun anymore. And I didn't realize how difficult that was going to be to wake up and say, but I don't want to paint stuff in that color. I want to paint different stuff, right? And it felt very much like I was being a spoiled brat, so I didn't want to admit it for a while. And then I thought, but no, this is my business. I should be able to do the stuff that I enjoy, right? So I want to try bringing the custom orders back in again. I don't know how I'm going to do that, but it's on my mind at least. All right, so let's do this one. We're going to do purple and gold on the other side of this one. So we're going to grab this one and we're going to do the flash purple. Oh, this one actually I need to put some black gesso on the back. I'm seeing like only every few of them, Taters. Do you see the message right above? I did type out my email there. Can you see it? Right above yours. There's one from me that I typed in. Let me know if you see that. Poor Jan. All right. I'll put a little bit of black gesso over that. We'll get that one ready, and then we'll start on one of the other ones. That's going to be way too much, but that's okay, because we will use it for the edge of the other ones that I need to touch up. That one's all right. It was this one. It was this one that was a mess. Can you see me now? I can see that one. I can see, can you see me now? Watching a movie, looked over and there's your name, right? Like, those assholes are talking about me. Oh, that was way too much. Way too much. That's okay. Kimberly, did you see my message where I typed my email address in there? Oh, man. Okay, yeah, hold on a second and I'll type it in again, love. Yep. Give me 1 second here. No, that's totally okay. I will type it in. No worries. I'm just going to get rid of this extra paint and then I will type it in there for you, love. All right, there we go. So that one will dry and get ready. The edge is fixed on the other one. Then I'll varnish it and it will be good. This one will dry. We'll put that over there. We will grab a Visa one and we're going to do a gold single color mandala on the back of this one. All right, so I'm going to reply to that comment there, Kimberly. And we're going to say amen. All right, Kimberly, I just sent it. Let me know if you see it come through. Okay. Let me know, and we'll try again. I feel like maybe the other one should be green and gold. So I'm just going to take a minute and find the center. You don't see it? Yeah, I did. I hit enter and replied. Let me try again. I can't just do a comment, I don't think. Well, shit. Okay, let me try this. Let me try again. I'm doing this and not replying this time. Okay, I just typed it out now. Let's see if that came through. Let's see if that one came through. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Thank you for Patty for letting me know that didn't come through for you either. Let's see if that one came through. Wow, I didn't see it either, Jan. That's so screwy. All right, hold on a second, taters. I am going to get a pen and paper. I'll be right back. Hold on. All right, this is how we're going to do this. There we go. There we go. Screenshot. Oh, it might be, yeah. No, that makes sense too. That makes sense. All right, perfect. Lovely. Not at this time, Sharon. I might at some point, but not at this time. You're welcome, Kimberly. No worries. All right. Now we're cooking with gas again. Here we go. There we go. Thanks, Jan. Awesome, Kimberly. Okay, fantastic. Thanks, guys. Thanks for trying to help. That makes total sense, though, that they would block that kind of stuff. Didn't occur to me at the time, but definitely makes sense now. And oops. Oops. And here. That's not even close. All right, so let's do another one over here. See if this one's any better. None of these are working, son of a bitch. All right, let's try again. Holy shit. So I should start doing late night lives, and we'll call them Mandela Love Affair After Dark, and that's when we'll just cuss the whole freaking night away. So I get residue as well, Leah, and that's a really good thing to talk about here. So I use watercolor pencil crayon, and I'll show you what I do to help with the residue. Because as you know, I'm sure that when you try to dot over top of the residue, oh my God, look at the sunset. Shit, holy shit, look at that. Sorry. When you try to dot over the lines when there's residue, it's an absolute cluster, right? Like it makes your dots weird shapes, the whole shebang. So what I do is I use the watercolor pencil crayon, And then what I do is I do a gentle erase over the top of everything. And then that gets rid of enough residue. So I erase just enough so that I can still see the lines, but so that they're not getting in my way when I'm attempting to dot over top of them. So I'll show you what I do here in a second. Sorry, I'll have you guys come back down here where I'm at. I just had to show you that sunset because holy crap, that's beautiful. Isn't that beautiful? I got nothing in Texas, hoping for thunderstorms. Oh, thunderstorms would be great. Get you some water, eh? Hi, Chameleonaire. How you doing, love? You had a good one too, Leah? Oh, good. Right? Oh my God, it's so beautiful. All right, so my friend Jan is the one who turned me on to the watercolor pencil crayons, and they've worked really well. And specifically because they are so easy to remove after, right? Like you don't have to try and erase. You can just go over them with a wet cotton swab and they're good to go. But I got residue with charcoal pencils. I got residue with absolutely everything. So my fix now, like I said, is to what am I trying to say? Dun, 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 dun. What am I saying? My fix is to do that light erase. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh my God. So if I do that light erase, that seems to alleviate any of the issues. Now this isn't working either. Son of a bitch. Why? 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 Well, we're close. All right. Let's assume that this one needs to... Let's assume that it needs to be right about here. So, all right, bear with me, and I'll show you exactly what I do, Leah. I'm erasing these right now fully because I don't want these ones in the background at all, but I'm not stressing about them if I don't get rid of them entirely. So then I'm going to go here, and I'm going to draw my midline right about there. There we go. Okay. Now, one way that you can see if you have centered properly, you could use your compass. Right? You could use your compass. And then just draw your line around and see how close to your center you are. And you know what? It looks pretty good. Pretty darn close to center. So, now what I do, let me finish drawing my guidelines. Okay, sounds good, Kimberly. You're welcome, Azumafu. Awesome. Email sent. Excellent. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Awesome. Awesome, Kimberly. Fantastic. Hi, Barb. Ish is here too. Yes, I love those. Right? Wasn't that a beautiful sunset? Oh my gosh. You need to see more. Look at that. All of these clouds right up here look hot pink in real life. Let's see what we look. Here, let's do this. I'm going to turn some lights off. Hold on a sec, you guys. Because this is too pretty. So what I do, Leah, is once I've got all of my guidelines drawn, I just go over very lightly with an eraser. And see... Oh, it's not gonna That's not going to show up. The color never shows up as good on camera as it does in real life, does it? So I'll show you that. So I erased the lines just enough so that I can still see them, but so that they're not getting in my way anymore. All right, we'll come back down here now. So pretty. I used to love thunderstorms. I used to have a thunderstorm CD and I would forget to turn it off when I left. Tap on the bright yellow. Okay, let's try that again then. No, it's not working ish. I did that and I just end up giving myself hearts. Hello in Melbourne, Australia. That's so cool. I totally should. Thanks, guys. Patty was doing your job. She was. How's it going, Barb? You doing good? I know, we're missing Amira, too. I haven't seen Amira in a while. I need to shoot her a message. All right, so this isn't going to be a paw print one. This one's just going to be a mandala. So we are going to pick a center, and I draw this circle here in the middle as well, because I like to, it just helps me center my dot. So what I'm doing now is just with an eraser, it's just lightly going over the top, so I can still see the lines again, but they're faint enough that if I dot over top of them, see, they're still there, but they're really, really faint. Hope that makes sense, Leah. There's a thunderstorm there right now. Oh, I love thunderstorms. Love thunderstorms. All right. So we're going to do all gold. So we're going to start with a size 8 or 9. Size 9. And we're going to try and see what this guy's gonna look like in a single color. All right. So I'm gonna go really tiny here. Have you been, Ish? You doing well? I'm going super tiny, but I'm also going to go super spaced out because, again, I want to make sure that I'm using the negative space to help be part of the design, right? So I don't want to cramp this in here together. I want to make sure that lots of the black is showing through. So we're going to do some tiny stuff. You're doing super well. Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, good luck with your studying, love. I'm glad you were able to pop in, say hi. And I'm glad you're doing good. That's so wonderful to hear. Lots to celebrate. Britt finished a graduate program. So much good stuff to celebrate. And lots of people that need love who have had hard days. So it's wonderful to be able to all be here and be here for each other. All right. So I'm leaving lots of space. So now I'm going to go, what am I going to do? Okay, so now I'm going to go in with a slightly larger tool. Your son graduated high school. Wow, congratulations to him. That's a big, big achievement. Patty's gonna be the subject for your paper. Huh. So now I'm gonna go larger. This isn't what I wanted. This is not what I wanted at all. So we are going to very carefully pull these dots off. The silicone ends are my favorite tool. Yeah, there wasn't enough contrast there, so we're gonna try again. Just cover these back up with the black base coat. But these silicone brushes sure make life a lot easier for pulling paint off. That's for sure. All right. Where did I put my gesso? There it is. I have to form a line, right? Poor X would be like, yeah, I can't help all of you. I have to find some group sessions. Thank goodness this stuff dries fast too, eh? All right. I'll let that dry. And I think what we will do is we are going to Nope, that's not gonna work. Okay, it's fine. Ah. That's a little more like it. Nope, that's not like it. There we go. Well, they're a little potato-ish, but that's okay. Nope, hang on. Sorry. They weren't spaced right. I gotta go back to an original design. Hold on. To a different design. Try this again. Just like this afternoon, eh, Patty? 3 strikes and you're out. It feels very reminiscent to this afternoon. But we got it though, so we'll get it again this time. We got it then. All right. Let's try this again. It'll still dry fast, so we'll be all right. Even if we set this one aside and work on one of the other ones for a couple of minutes, that's okay too. Somebody's skateboarding by, it seems like. All right, one more time. Let's keep trying. So, while we're waiting for that one, well, that one's not dry yet. We could try this one. So let's get the center drawn on this one. Let's do that. All right, I'm just gonna bring it out here a little bit. Let's see if I can do this a little quicker than the last one. Let's see. Okay. Ooh. Screaming going on outside. That's interesting. Tell ya, never a dull moment in the schwa. Are you kidding? And I got paint on there? You little bugger. You little fucker. Get off of there. There we go. All right. Here we go. When you hear people yelling outside, do you go and listen to see if you can hear? Had to put the animals to bed. Not Dale and Marissa. I know, right? I'm totally out. I totally had my last strike. All right, we got it. Yeah, when I hear people yelling outside, I go to the window. I listen to see what I can hear. Yeah, at the trailer for sure, eh? I don't do it very often, but when it's really, really loud and it sounds very aggressive, I also do it to see you know, is it someone who's walking in my direction? Because at some point this evening, I'm going to go out for another puff, and I need to know whether it's safe to do that or not. Yeah, hopefully it's not those noises. Okay. So we're doing purple and gold. So we're going to do a big center dot. I want a big purple center dot. All right. Now we lightly erase. And I'm going to set this aside because then it'll be ready and the other one's dry and we can go back at it again. All right. Here we go. It's worse than the summer one. Exactly. Totally. When you can hear everything, right? Mary, yes, I do. I have a YouTube channel. I've got a little over 100 videos on there now. And there is a playlist that has a bunch of tutorials as well. All right. Thanks, everybody. And there will be new videos added every month. I will be posting recordings of these TikTok lives and some Instagram and Facebook lives. I'm going to be starting to add those in as well. Oops. A little too much paint there. All right. Now we're doing all right now, but I'm going to put a little bit more on this one. If you have a dot that turns out too small and that you want to dot over it, I highly recommend waiting until the paint is completely dry and then dotting over it, because if it's only semi-dry, it's probably going to get stuck and kind of go all gummy on you. There we go. All right. Thank you. Yes, there is a link in my bio as well that will take you to the YouTube channel. Now I need size 3. I'm going to go fairly small with this one. Oops, maybe. If you're new to this art form, it's one of the most meditative things that I've ever done. And always just remember that you're doing this because it should be fun, right? Do it because you enjoy it. Now I'm going to go to a size 6. There's a ton of great artists and creators out there that share their skill and their design and their tips and tricks. Follow a bunch of different artists. There's no right or wrong way to do these things. Find the way that's most enjoyable for you. If you don't ever want to do swoops, you don't ever have to do swoops. If you only want to do swoops, you only have to do swoops. It's so stress relieving, right? Okay, I'm just scrolling back to catch up on comments here because I'm a little bit behind. Sorry, you guys. Thank you for the pretty. Thank you, Mary, for the paper crane. That's so kind. Crystal, this is a keychain that I'm working on. I've been making some different dot mandala keychains. Here's one of the ones that we worked on tonight. So we are working on a gold design right now. It is. It's really, really fun. It's very relaxing, very, very meditative. And I find that it's just, it slows my breathing down. It slows my heart rate. It just calms me when not much else does. It's my favorite thing to do. My friends always give me a hard time because this is my full-time job as well, and they always say, you need to take some breaks, you need to give yourself some rest, and I do, but at the same time, when I'm taking a break, my way to recharge is to sit and paint, right? And I'm so lucky to get to do this, and that's because of you guys. So you guys keep wanting me here, so I'm going to keep being here as much as I possibly can. Hi, Abeline. Doris, I know she did such a good job, didn't she, Barb? Thought you were texting your son back. That's okay. That's totally fine, Crystal. Don't worry about that at all. Never an issue. Leah, just do whatever you want, not have to do. Exactly, right? To just see where it takes you. It's all experimentation, right? It's all experimentation. Some experiments turn out really well, and some experiments, you don't want to ever do them again. But with everything, we gain clarity, right? We learn what we like, we learn what we don't like, and we learn where we want to practice more. Thank you, Mary. Look who has a new name. Hey, Chris, how you doing, love? Aw, thank you, Crystal. The purple one's pretty, eh? T Swift Lover, thank you so much. Quarantine Creations. I first just did my first manually painting, but mandala painting, but my dots are so full. They came out pointy. So that's a thick paint. So, number one, it could be that there's more paint, not enough paint on your tool. Let me show you what I mean. So, there's a couple different things it could mean. If I don't put enough paint on my tool, for example, and I put this dot like this, see how it kind of puckers in the center and it doesn't lay flat? As opposed to if I put lots of paint on my tool and then we've got that, right? It's a little bit flatter, but at least it's more there. So one thing that you can do is when you are at this particular point, you can take a tool and just kind of move that paint out and around. If your paints are really thick, though, you're going to want to thin them down a little bit. Now, if you're painting on mugs, so ceramic or glass, you're going to want to use multi-surface acrylic paints. But if you are painting on wood or stone or plaster, anything like that, then you should be good with just using a pouring medium. So it depends on the thickness of your paints. Now, let me show you the trick that I learned from Delicate Dots Andrea. So when I stir my paint, when I pull this out, you see how it's going to peak, right? See how it peaks, but then see how quickly that peak disappears? The faster that peak disappears, the thinner your paint is. So if you have thick paint that you pull that up and that peak doesn't go away and doesn't settle into the background, then that means your paint is too thick. I hope that helps. Yeah, if it's cold, yeah. I hope that's helpful. Yay, Quarantine Creations, that's amazing. Good, I'm glad. Oh, that's so kind, T Swift Lover. Thank you. Purple's a favorite, right? Isn't it gorgeous? So I'm using craft acrylics right now. So I use regular acrylic paints when I'm painting on the keychains, and then I cover them in resin. So this is a UV resin, hard protective coat, right? Hard protective coat. And so we put the resin on, it cures under a UV light that hardens it and cures it, and now it is good to go. I'm just scrolling back to catch up. Linen blouses. Oh, that's so kind. Thank you. Oh, that would be cool, Token Cheesehead. That would be beautiful. You're an artist from New York City. That's amazing. What do you create? Tell us about what you create. Yes, good advice. Excellent advice. Lots of good advice for you there, too. Wonderful. Aw, thank you. You can get it at Michael's. You can get it, there's multiple kinds at Michael's. You can get multi-surface paints at Michael's, glass and enamel paints at Michael's. But yes, I can get regular acrylic paints there for sure. Oh, and that's not what I wanted either. Shit. This one is a comedy of errors, but that's okay. All right, this will be an easy fix. It's fine. It's fine. It's all fine. We will get this done before 10 o'clock when we sign off tonight. I'm doing a late one on Saturday night. The material. So I got these keychains off of Amazon. Oh, you're most welcome, Quarantine Creations. How you doing, Chris? What's new and exciting? Yes, it is wood. So I think there's different times to use art resin compared to using the UV resin, Mary. I think that what I'm going to do is use the UV resin for smaller projects like this, because in order to make it worth my while for art resin, as you know, I need to be able to mix a certain amount. I need to have the space set up so that I can let it cover and cure for a minimum of 24 hours, if not longer. So what my plan is to, for small things like this, to use the UV resin, but continue using art resin for the larger things. Like I have this terracotta plate. I'm going to cover it with art resin. I've done tables before, canvases, that sort of thing. I do have some step-by-step dot mandala patterns, step-by-step downloadable patterns on my website. This is the most recent one. It's called Phoenix, and it's the 5th pattern that I have there. So if you want to try creating this design, I will happily walk you through it in my downloadable pattern. So have a look in my website if you're looking for any patterns to follow. And I'm going to be adding more there on a regular basis as well. It's one of my favorite. So I will definitely do some videos of some of the resin coverings when it comes to the art resin, for sure. For sure. I'm just scrolling back to catch up on my comments here. Bear with me. I know I'm behind a little bit. So the resin, I ordered the UV resin. You can get UV resin at Michael's. I got mine off of Amazon. I got the kit with the silicone mat, the resin, some stir sticks, some gloves, some little measuring cups and little pouring cups, and tried that out there. You paint and then you sell your painted rocks. That's amazing. That's so wonderful. You enjoy it? So fun to paint rocks. Yep, late one on Saturday. I figured there's been a whole time zone that I haven't been spending much time with, so I'm going to do 9 to 11 Eastern. Clear nail polish. That works too. That's a good seal. I'm so glad you love it. You're most welcome, Mary. Yes, the Outdoor Mod Podge is another good one. I'm a big fan of Mod Podge too. I think this one's going to look cool. And we're going to add some swoops, of course. If you're wondering, the other side of this keychain looks like this right now. Yes, this is 1.5 inch, and it's about 1/4 inch thick. Too many Mod Podges. Yeah, there's so many different ones. My favorite is still the matte Mod Podge. I love that stuff. Don't be afraid to draw this stuff out as well. If this is a design you want to draw out before you dot the lines, draw it out. Just remember to gently erase any of your lines so you can still see them in the background, but so that they won't impact the shape or size of your dots. I use watercolor pencil crayon, and it leaves enough residue and buildup, waxy buildup, that it actually changes the shape of my dots if I'm not careful. So just kind of keep that in mind, okay? There's some great outdoor varnishes as well. I've gotten a couple spray varnishes that are very durable for outside that you get multiple coats on, and that works as well. Yeah, it does look like stone, eh? Weather resistant, clear sealant and Canadian Tire. That's okay, Kimberly. Okay, perfect. Yeah, when I get off the live later this evening, I will email you back, Kimberly, for sure. We've got about 10 minutes left before the end of the live today. So if you guys have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, all of the different spots where you can find my hand-painted items, my tutorials, my YouTube channel, all that sort of stuff, check the links in my profile, and that will get you to where you want to go for that. Hi, Miss Ritzy. I'm doing good. How are you? All right. So now we're going to do some swoops. We are going to start with a fairly large one. So I'm not drawing with this tool, I'm just coaxing the paint into the shape that I want it in, right? You're using lots of paint. And I'm just coaxing the paint into the shape. I'm still going, Britt. Still going. I'm going to be signing off in about 10 minutes, though. Oh, you're most welcome, Mary. I hope that that's helpful for you. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out, okay? Woo! Just dropped my tool. Send Tracy, sending some love your way. Britt, sending you huge congratulations. Super excited for you. Super excited for whatever's next. Whatever adventures you decide to go on next. So I'll be live again on Friday afternoon. And that will be on Facebook. I believe it's 1 to 3 on Friday. But if you check out my pinned post, the schedule is there. And then I will be back here on TikTok Saturday night from 9 until 11 Eastern. I'm going to do a late night on Saturday night. I have a Facebook group as well, so if you want to join that and become a part of the community that we're building there, we'd love to have you. Give you some advice, give you some place to come and ask questions. Okay, there's that. Now, a little bit more. Oh, that looks pretty. Oh, I should have cleaned the tool off there in between. So dainty. It is kind of like fireworks, eh? Of course, I just started singing Firework by Katy Perry now. After you said that in the back of my head, that's what I'm singing. Thank you guys. I'm so glad you like it. So I'll be listing a few keychains tomorrow. Listing a few mugs in my shop tomorrow. I'll show you quickly the mugs that I'm going to be listing tomorrow. I'm going to be listing those mugs tomorrow. So that is going to be being listed tomorrow, probably in the evening. But if you've been waiting for the hot pink mugs, they are coming very soon. I love that. What are these? Well, they're Christie's. I love that. Christie's things. I love it. A design like this would be pretty for a Christmas ornament too, wouldn't it? So now let's do something fun here for a sec. Let's try something. No, this isn't the one with the medium. No, this is just regular paints. Oh, I think this looks good. And then it'll be this one. Let's see. All right. Do a little bit more. Just had to dump out some paint. We'll get this one done. And then I think this is going to look good under some resin. So I'll let it dry overnight. I'll varnish it tomorrow. Put some resin on it. And who knows, this one might get listed tomorrow as well. We'll see what happens. Oh, I like that a lot. Oh, I'm so glad you like it. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Cotton Candy. Yeah, this one's fun. All right, well, this was a good evening. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me. And I will look forward to seeing you again really soon. And I am going to let this dry and then we'll get it varnished with the other dudes. We'll varnish this one. Oh, this one's done. We'll varnish this one. The other side of it looks like so. So that one will be listed tomorrow. And then we have this one that'll be listed. These next ones will be listed tomorrow evening. This one. This one. And this one. So I will keep working on these, keep plugging away at them. We'll keep creating some more fun designs. I'm going to do up some patterns so that you guys can make some of these little ones as well. And then we'll keep going. The hot pink with the... No, it's not. It is Craft Smart Pink Tourmaline, the Craft Smart Multi-Surface Metallics on the mug. Oh, thank you for coming and spending time with me, Patty. I appreciate you more than words can say. Thank you, Barb. Lots of love. Yes, thank you. Please check out all of my links if you have any questions or if you're interested in buying any of my hand-painted stuff. I will be adding more stuff to my shop tomorrow. Sassy Craft Chick, I've tried dot art, but I overthink it. Yes, I get that. That's easy to do for sure. Thank you, Zumafu. Thank you, Ms. Ritzy. I love you guys. Thank you again for coming to hang out. And I will look forward to seeing you again, hopefully Friday or Saturday. Check out my pin post for my schedule. Love you guys. Bye.